Hi, this is Rod Thompson, and welcome back to What's Left. Today we're going to talk about the core of our existence, what liberals really stand for. The first thing we have to do, though, is to dispel the ridiculous, stupid myths that Republicans keep trying to promulgate about liberals. Liberals are financially irresponsible. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. Tax and spend liberals. Only one problem with that idea, guys. That's completely and totally false. Liberals, especially through the baby boomer era, have been the financially responsible ones, not the conservatives. It all started back in the act, first income tax in 1862 during the Civil War. The income tax was designed to tax the rich. It was not designed to tax the poor and the middle class. It never was designed to do that. And if we got back to our roots and what the income tax is really supposed to be about, it's about taxing the rich. Taxing them disproportionately because their disposable income is so enormous compared to ours. So, when was the biggest tax cut for the wealthy? When did that happen in the modern era? Well, of course, under Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan famously reduced the tax burden on the richest Americans that had already been reduced from the Eisenhower years to 55%, and he reduced it from 55% way down to 39%. Then came Ronald Reagan's huge tax increases, the part Republicans love to forget. He increased the taxes on Americans 11 times. Once again, this was disproportionately burdened on the middle class. Reagan eventually, although he was supposed to be the financial guru, he was supposed to be the conservative, he was supposed to be the adult in the room, Reagan tripled the national debt under his watch. That's right, tripled it. And don't even get me started on W. Talk about financially stupid. He financed 2 wars during which he lowered taxes on the richest Americans. By the way, that's never been done. We have never in the history of America reduced taxes on the richest Americans during a war. Not only have we never reduced taxes on the richest Americans during a war, we always increased taxes on the richest Americans during a war. So George W. doubled down. That was $3 trillion right there. And what did George do? By the way, during the Clinton era, the deficits went down, and when Bush got in again, the Republican again, the deficits soared again, doubling during the Bush years. All George W. had to do was continue what Clinton had begun, and we would have been completely out of debt by 2012, which would have made our lives a whole lot easier. Now, we have to understand right now that the Republicans want all of us to believe that we have to give tax breaks to the richest Americans because they're the job creators. But the statistics don't show that that's true at all. They are not the job creators. The middle class and new businesses create the most jobs. That's why during the Bush tax cuts to the 2000 to 2009 era did not create more jobs. In fact, Bush created fewer new jobs than did Hoover. And of course, you know what happened during Hoover. That was the Depression era. So we know not only all of this, but you also now know that tax cuts do not pay for themselves. That's voodoo economics. And the guy who came up with voodoo economics, David Stockman, has admitted over and over again that he just made it up, hoping that it would be true. Now, it's true that Republicans constantly claim that liberals are tax and spenders, but the exact opposite is true. It's Republicans that are fiscally irresponsible. Don't forget that. And that's what's left for today. I'm Rod Thompson. Have a good one.